Hello and welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today I'll be finishing off another loco kit which I started before I actually started the channel. This one is just get this into picture, a Langley LSWR S15 locomotive, and as you can see I got the body mostly done and I've stripped off all the bits for the donor chassis, which is a Fleischmann, if I pronounced it correctly, 7161. I have no idea what the actual locomotive type was, but oh well, it's long gone in the bin. But what should I say first? As you can see, it's a white metal kit. This was glued together with super glue. It's more or less held up well. It comes in several dozen pieces. I shall have a look and see if the manual tells me how many pieces it came in. Ah, there we go. Seems to be 27. So, if you have a look, there's the diagram saying how many bits it was. It also does mention all the pieces, what they're called. So yes, it does. Obviously, it does have the instructions on the other side of what you should be doing. The main thing, main thing is, other than stripping off the original body, is cutting the front part off here to make it slightly bit shorter to fit underneath the new body. So let's pop that up on there so I don't lose it all. Ooh. Oh, that's why it's not that backwards. But yes, the main thing which I'll be doing now is basically painting it and also wiring up all the pieces so that it can run properly. But, how far did I get? That's just past that bit anyway. But so I'm just double checking where I am. Yes. Yeah, the bits which I'm doing. Well, first of all, I'll be painting it all in black because it was pretty much just painted in black. Next thing I have to do is basically wire up this back into here. After that's the thing. I will be modifying the body slightly to get the wires through. I've decided I'll be doing the more direct route of getting wires directly through the tender, through I might get some point with directly through here, which I've had to go in the past, and then through the firebox. So I'll get my drill out and just drill through there, and you see that will lift up, and also the motor. Next thing after that is extending the drawbar, if I'm correct in what the words are. Yes, I'll be extending drawbar either using the supplied wire. It'll be these little wires down here. I think that's the original screw, so don't pay much attention to that. And I think these wires are for basically extending the original wires, which are a bit flimsy, and I'm not too sure if I think I can do without that board. All it's got is a capacitor and some round wire, so I'll double check if I need it or not. If not, I can do without it, and that will save me some space. So I should think it's fairly easy to DCC this. Basically, you just solder onto here, solder onto there. That's pretty much it, really. I might have a go at that when I get around to getting another decoder, but make sure the motion's alright. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I think that's pretty much it, really. add some grab rails, which I may or may not have a go at. And that's where the grab rails go. Yeah, I might have a go of it doing that one bit. That should be easy. The grab rails just go in. That's some more of that thin wire, which will just go through here. So yes, I'll be doing that. So I have worked out a number which I'll be doing. So I'll be trying to put the number on here, onto the cab. Obviously the BR crest, which will go under the tender, because this will be in my usual BR black livery. So yes, I think that's pretty much it. It's in my opinion, it's a straightforward model. So the main problem was basically gluing bits together, picking. Sometimes the molds aren't as perfect as they should do, so a little bit of reworking is necessary for white metal models. So yes, I'll bring you back after I've given this a lick of paint and also given it a first coat of varnish as well. That is if the weather tends to agree with me. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, here we are after the painting has all been done. As you can see, it's all black, but just to add a little bit more detail, I've painted, just so you can see it, the buffer's red. There is the same on the other side, and also I have also, should stop saying also, done the brasswork on the outside. I think that's correct. Either way, it does look, but adds a little bit more detail to an otherwise black livery. So yep, they're all done. Just notice a little hair, which doesn't need to be. I'll get with that a little bit later, but yep, otherwise that's all done. Just a quick save from the inside, as I have probably, even though there's a little bit of detail on the inside, just a bit of paint in there, just to, nobody will probably see it, but just something. And as you can see, I have drilled the holes for the wires, and this is painted black. So yeah, I'm just waiting for it all to dry, and then I'll be varnishing it all off. Undecided whether to work on the chassis first or finish off the body work, which will be after this. It's the transfers. So it'll just be the British Railways insignia on the back here, and also the running number on this side, on the side of the cabs on both sides of the loco. So yes, just need to wait for it all dry. So I'll bring you back when it's all done. Now then, doesn't that look much better? So I've given it a varnish everywhere, and it's actually come out quite nicely in my opinion. If you have a nice matte varnish, like the other two steam locos which I've done, where it's come out a bit shiny. I think I know what the problem is. I did it a bit too close. But yes, it's a bit further away. Even though the weather wasn't ideal, it's come out quite nicely. And I think I'll finish off the bodies first before I work on the chassis. So I'll be doing the decals and stuff like that. So I've got the two it's because I've got post coming up. Two British Railways emblems to go on the tender, and I've got all the numbers ready to go for the cab sides, and the running number will be wherever I put it, because I can't read the text on there all that well. The running number will be 30506. Can't remember what I picked that one. I picked it a while ago, but I'll find out eventually. It may just be a random number of a S15, which I decided I like the look of. But either way, that's what this engine will be, and hopefully it will come out all nicely, because I will be putting another coat of varnish on afterwards, just to make sure all these are sealed down. So let's get to work on doing that. I'll just be showing the one side, because who wants excuse me, who wants to watch me do the same thing twice. So here we are. The LSWR S15 class was a two-cylinder 460 freight steam locomotive designed by Robert W. Urey, based on his H15 class and N15 class locomotives. The first examples were constructed for the LSWR in 1920, where they hauled freight locomotives to the south coast ports and further west to Exeter, as well as occasional passenger work in conjunction with their larger wheeled N15 class counterparts. These locomotives were given the nickname Goods Arthurs due to their similar appearance to the N15 class locomotives. After modification by Monsell, the S15 class was regarded by locomotive crews as an excellent goods engine, best known for working heavy night express goods trains between Exeter, Southampton and Nine Elms. Both Urey and Monsell S15 spent most of their working lives on the Southern Railway's western section, although they were sometimes used on interregional freights. Despite the design being only a year newer, the S15s outlasted their N15 King Arthur class counterparts, but because of their dual freight passenger abilities, though they were retired between 1962 and 1966 as part of the British Railways modernisation plan. 7 S15s have been preserved, 2 Urey examples and 5 by Monsell, and these can be seen on several heritage railways around the country. Now then, here we are with the finished bodywork. As you can see, if the camera focuses. There we go. Yes, you can see now, all the decals are nicely placed on, and the camera's still not focusing properly. There we go. Yes. Would say the other side, but the camera will probably mess about with me. But yes. So I have to finish varnishing it. Hopefully, none of the decals will come off. I did have problems with one of the 6s falling off. I think it was this 6 over here. I think it fell off. Well, not that one specifically, but one of them did. But yes, it's been replaced now, and now you can't really tell. And so I might be able to quick save. There we go. I know this emblem's a little bit lopsided, but yeah, close enough. Anyway, I'll let that dry. I'll pop that there for a moment actually. But the next thing to do is the chassis itself. What I intend to do is, first of all, I have made sure that this motor does work and it doesn't really care about that extra little board, so I'm going to be foregoing it. What I intend to do now is solder these wires onto here, and then onto here. What I then want to do is cut it and strip them so I can actually just slightly basically do temporary connections between them, just so I can stick them all together. And I do actually want to DCC this unit, this chassis. One thing which I have had to do is I've had to put a little bit of plastic over the contacts here, just because it kept trying to spring up and pop off and disappear somewhere else, and it fouled up the running of the axle wheels. So that's holding that there, and it's being important, and run smoothly. My hands are away. It runs smoothly, and it has contact. And lastly, the thing which I want to do is add this wire. I was intending to use a 3D print for the drawbar, extra drawbar, but I figured I'd actually used all the pieces which is included in the kit, so no extra little bits if I can help it. Since I've got all the bits needed, I'll use all the bits which are included. So basically what I intend to do is hook this onto the front of the motor unit here, screw it on the body, make sure that's nice and tight, and then basically cut this off, hook it into the little loop here, and then adjust it so that it's long enough so it's not going to foul up the tender and the actual loco body itself, but sort enough so it doesn't look like you need to have a long jump between the actual tender and the loco, so don't want it like over here, but don't want it subbed all the way up. So how to do a nice mix, but the varnish is quick drying, so if I can just do a quick so what it will look like. It's probably not quite balanced on there properly, but looks something like that when it's done. Which, to be fair, for my first tender loco, I don't think it's all that bad. So, happy days. Anyway, so I'll leave this somewhere to dry fully, and I'll be doing the solder work, so I'll bring you back after I've done that. Now then, here we are with hopefully the completed model of the LSWR S15. Just about see that I've got the wires running through with only temporary connections at the moment. In hindsight, I should probably use some thinner wire, but I can sort that out when I'm DCCing the engine. Anyway, put that back on there. I've left, seeing if you can see, just down here, make sure the camera's not rubbing against the top. Look down here, you can just about see I've connected the drawbar, and it's pretty much done. The wire's running through the firebox into the back, into the front of the tender. I said this will be a bit further down once I get some thinner wire, but yeah, for now, so it's looking quite nice. I have had a quick test and I already know what the answer is, and it's going backwards. Unfortunately, I can't run it all that well because it doesn't go past the dead frogs, so it's a bit of a slow starter. Well, I say slow starter, it just doesn't like to do slow speeds. Well, not to put a fair amount of power into it. That may be due to the connection, I'm not too sure. I'll find out at some point. But yes, my first tender locomotive, which doesn't like running in forward. Let's give it a boost. Yes, so I've been putting this kit off for a while, and I'm glad I've got it done. So this has been James from Gosport Railworks, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. So take care now. Bye bye.